Okay, also today we're gonna be playing some the new mode. It's the power sword trios. You can see the sword on the map actually right now, right there. I believe one only spawns every couple minutes. So we're just gonna try out this mode. This is the official Skirmisher buff patch. Skirmishers just got a complete rework. Well, they still have their care package perk. Yeah, the Skirmisher class just got an entire buff. Similar to how the support class did, and to also how the assault class did just this season, as well as most of the skirmisher legends got buffs on their own individually. Wraith has some pretty big ones, I think, and Alter I think is definitely just got completely overhauled. So check out the skirmishers this time around. Now, I would do some skirmisher gameplay, but I'm just gonna be honest with you guys right now. I do not play Skirmisher. I am not a Skirmisher player. The best I can play is Valk, and she's not even considered a Skirmisher anymore, so she didn't even get those changes. But, yeah, other than Valk, who isn't a Skirmisher anymore, I just can't play Skirmisher. But we can still play Vantage, who I am much more comfortable on, and we can see if we can try and get the sword, the power sword, that might spawn in later on. And even if we don't get the sword, we can still check out these skirmisher passives, because we have a skirmisher on our team here, and they actually have a new passive where when you run towards skirmisher, towards your skirmisher teammates, you actually run faster towards them. So similar to a conduit passive, which is a little weird for me, because I like to play conduit, and I kind of feel like it takes away from conduit, but I do enjoy the fact that the skirmishers do have that, because I think it's useful. Because obviously the skirmishers having movement are going to be like usually farther from their team, and so in order for you to keep up, you can just run towards your teammates faster. Your skirmishers, which I really like that. Weirdly enough, the skirmishers wouldn't get to use the perk themselves unless they have another skirmisher on their team. Alright, let's see if we can get a view on these people. There were just people over here.
Enemy trident there. Stay low.
Next ring's quite the trot.
Getting a fresh angle. Replicator incoming. Could have used one of these growing up.
Oh, okay, nice. Let's see. Nice. Knocked one. Let's go.
Take him down.
I love Vantage. I'm much more comfortable on Vantage than on a, Whoa. Whoa! Oh, shoot. Yeah, I need to heal. There's no way they got the res, right? Oh, we have an ult right there. What? Nice, there's one. Okay.
Tag some prey.
Oh shoot, how I missed that one?
Rings far with 45 seconds to go. Tag and half in the bag. Firing. Reloading.
Come on. Oh shoot, that's my fault.
Taking a void nexus.
Alright.
Lucky them. Bowing out to the void nexus.
You played recklessly.
Alright, well, we're fight. Ah, that sucks. That was a terrible game. Dang, we didn't even do anything. Weird. Okay, so this time we're just gonna play Watson, because I can play Watson as well. So, we'll go Watson for this. See, the thing with the, with this new sword that's in-game is that it's really hard to get, because it spawns, it looks like only one spawns every, like, couple of minutes, right? And everyone's gonna be going for it, obviously, as soon as it spawns. And that's kind of where it gets tricky, because everyone's gonna be after it. It'll be kind of hard for you to get your own hands on it. So it'll be kind of hard for you to get your own hands on the sword. Okay, finally it looks like we found some enemies here, because we've been running around the map for like half of our time here so far. Oh, it looks like the sword is here too, it looks like.
Protected. Got quite the trip to the ring.
Tossing an actor.
Locator on its way.
Fence in position. Fence them in. Fence them out. We are not alone.
Oh, they're putting a port down. Dang it. Cannot hit a shot. Oh yeah, one more shot and I'm dead.
Reloading. Combat too noisy. Shush now.
Over there.
Let's go. I'm not sure what the fight is right now. I cannot see this person. Oh, is that a sword? I think that's a sword. I think everyone in here, someone in there has a sword, I think. I'm kind of looking for the sword because that's one of the newer things in the update here. Since I'm not playing Skirmisher.
That ring has started moving. We're not in it.
Alright, did someone pick up that sword? Okay, yeah. I didn't want to take the sword from my teammate, so I'll let them have it because they got the kill, so.
Attention. Delivering care package. Extra supplies here. Firepower. Shield back.
I spotted an enemy.
Busting out an evac tower.
I guess we're getting out of here.
Let's charge that way. Shots on me.
Oh, come on, there's so many people here. Crack on him. Oh shoot, I should have been gone.
Still in this.
Oh shoot, I meant to put it down so much sooner.
Just dropping off my shields.
Big mistake.
Knocked.
I've achieved maximum power. Just dropping off.
Dead. Perfect.
The whole squad.
Let me grab this sword real quick.
Killer kill.
Where's the sword at?
I've been down.
Hold on. Let me help you. Upgraded and good to go.
Come on. Oh, there's the sword. Okay, I need that sword.
Got a journey to the ring. Let's get moving.
Bruh, how do I get the sword?
Get some healing. Watch your head. Replicator flying.
Oh, wait, here, check out the sword. It has like splash damage things that you can shoot.
Heads up.
Interesting.
Making an adjustment to my mobile shield.
I missed all of them, but it's splash damage, so it's like a EPG kind of. It does feel like the EPG mixed with the Buster Sword now that I think about it. Let's see, none of that hit, and then you can recharge, you can block, hit. Pretty simple. I think it has less actions than the Buster Sword, but I think it looks cooler for sure. I think it looks better than the Karambit as a universal heirloom. And I might just get this one over the Karambit if I ever get heirloom shards.
passes through. You know, just something else.
It's such a weird weapon though. I feel like it's really complicated. Oh shoot, our teammate is just dead.
Down a squad mate.
Oh shoot, okay. Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately we didn't get to have any really good games today for me to show you guys, but I haven't really been playing Apex all that much recently. I'm just now getting kind of back into the flow here, and I need to shake off that rust. Just kind of getting back into playing Apex more consistently again. And just not really, like, you know, I'm a little tired as well, so not really the best games today, but I do want to go into the firing range here and just kind of have like a little bit of a bonus clip and show you guys some of the specific changes that I think are really awesome. And the first thing that we're going to look at is the Wraith change to her phase, where it's much faster to get into the void now. Like the wind-up time is much faster already without the perk, as well as I think her perk was also buffed to make the wind-up time go down even more than it did make it go down before, you know what I mean? But really, the big thing as well is you'll notice you can exit the phase. Watch.
Void jumping.
Look how fast that is. First of all, y'all saw how fast it was that we got into there, even without the perk. That's without the perk. But you can also cancel it, which I think is super cool. And then we're gonna go ahead and just get the so you can really like surprise your enemies, you know, pop up on them. Really interesting. And now you don't get like, you're not just a sitting duck in the void whenever you use that, because the enemy's just going to chase you down, because half of the legends in this game have movement, you know what I mean? Now you can really surprise them. So let's go ahead and take a look at the with the fast phase perk. Ready? Look how fast this is.
Void jumping.
That's insane. It really is amazing how fast you can do that. Wraith's phase hasn't been touched in a long time, if I can, at least from what I can remember, mainly because they didn't want it to be too fast, because originally she just had the insta phase, but they really made it much faster, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing.
Void jumping.
Okay, another one that I found quite ridiculous is Revenant's buff to his tactical. It charges faster at its base. Right, look. You'll see how much faster that is. Originally, it would charge much slower, but now it charges a lot faster. And then, he also now has a new perk where he can, let's see, fast pounce and charge time. Look how fast this is. Look. That's the full charged one. You guys see how fast that is? So it, you know, the wind-up time is much shorter, is what it is. The wind-up time is much faster, as well as the charge time with that perk on. But just even without the perk, you guys saw it was pretty insane. I used to always say that Horizon didn't really have any real perks, because she had perks, but they weren't unique to her. They were all, I don't know if you guys remember, but they were all the cooldown ones, the bat one, the grenade one. But now she has two more unique perks. Gain the combat reserve perk, which is basically she just becomes in the assault class.
Thanks, jump jets.
I don't think she can open the bins, but I think she just gets the ammo and I think the nades. And then she has this one, which is really cool. Soft landings grant shield regen. I really like this one because it's really unique to her kit. And watch, we're just gonna look. I'm just gonna show y'all real quick. Look.
Okay, this is the upgrade.
It only charges 1 bar, it looks like, but it doesn't look like there's a cooldown, honestly. It looks like there's not a cooldown. It looks like you can just do it as much as you can, honestly. That's really cool, though. I like how they did that. I like how they're experimenting with these shield ones, like Loba has. Alright, and then finally, last but definitely not least, Alter definitely had the most changes in this entire patch. Basically, she had like a mini rework. Like, she didn't get any abilities changed, like to a different ability, but everything's the same ability, but she has complete overhauls for all of them. First thing, she has 2 tacticals, which is just insane. Right, I'm not going to be able to tell y'all all the details right now, because that's not what I'm doing here. I just want to like go over some of the crazy things. 2 tacs. And you can see there were just some quality of life changes to them. Like, if we go back really quickly here, you can see when she uses her tacticals, you can now see like where the little tether is going to be, or that you can interact with. I believe that the range in which you can interact with that got buffed as well. And here you can see they also added a tether to when there's an unreachable one. Before, as long as it went sideways, you wouldn't be able to get a tether, but this time, now you can. All of her perks were changed as well, which is insane to me. So you can see we have Friends, which is gain all the support perks, and then Eye to Another World, which is gain all recon perks. So basically, you can choose, do you want her to be a recon legend, or do you want her to be a support legend? It's actually kind of crazy, and I feel like your best bet is to do the support one, but I think it depends. If you already have a support, you probably don't want to do that. But I really like this one because it's kind of crazy now that I think about it. Because Alter, having a fast res and having her ult where she can put her teammates to. You can also bring your knocked teammates to you here, which is kind of trolly, I feel like. But I guess as long as you're resing them, it's fine. Like, I feel like people would troll with that. I feel like, what if you don't want to go there? But I don't know. And then she has Staring into the Void, which tac scan is 15 seconds. If you guys don't know, one of her old perks was that her tactical, when she went to her tactical, she would be able to see, you know, enemy health bars and stuff like that. But now, well, you can't use it on the dummies here, but, you know, in-game, on real players, it would work. But now it's just integrated into the base kit, and when you get that perk, I believe it makes it last 15 seconds longer. And then there's Void Breacher, which traveling through a void passage give allies more improved speed and weapon handling. So we can go ahead and just re-equip that one here. I want to go ahead and look at this one. But yeah, so she has this right here. Let's check. Yeah, move speed. So you see you get like a little speed boost. Yeah, Void Breacher speed boost. You can see it right there. So it's really cool because a lot of her perks got integrated into her base kit. She has 2 tacticals now. I believe the cooldown is shorter now as well for the tactical. She can now have 2 ults on the map at the same time without a perk. It's base kit, you know, because she used to have the perk for it, but now it is base kit. You can also now use her ult multiple times. Before you were only able to use it once, you guys remember that? But now you can use it more than once. You just have I believe it's a 30-second cooldown on each one. Yeah, you have a 30-second cooldown now, so everyone's able to use it more than once, which I think is really cool and such a good quality of life. So Alter just has definitely some of the more noticeable buffs. Plenty of stuff to look at with Alter. What is this? Why is it doing that? What? Huh. But yeah, plenty of stuff to look at with Alter. I really enjoy the fact that she got some heavy buffs because I've always liked playing Alter. I haven't been playing her recently, but I've always liked playing Alter, and I don't think she was ever that good. But to see her really being way better now is insane, and I really like that. Okay, and then just one last look at the power sword. This is a universal heirloom, by the way. I'm not quite sure if it counts as Newcastle's heirloom, but it is a universal heirloom for some reason, which I like because I was thinking if I end up getting heirloom shards from any of the future 20 sets, you know, sets of 20 packs that we're going to be getting in the future, that I would get the Karambit because it's universal and I can just use that on anyone, you know, Vantage, Conduit as well. 2 legends that I play who don't have any heirlooms of their own. But if I got the Karambit, I'd be able to use it on them. But I think the sword actually looks a little bit better. It's really clean. I know a lot of people don't like the longer looking heirlooms, but I really enjoy it. As you could probably tell with Valks. But either way, the point is the sword looks really cool. This isn't the actual heirloom that I have right now, and the color variations look really cool on the heirloom as well. But this is just the in-game sword. But you can see you have this quick attack right here. I think it's 40 damage. Yeah, 40 damage. You can hold it down. It is automatic. You can hold that down. I know it seems kind of strange, but you can hold it down. Oh wow, you guys see that magnet on that? Whoa, hold on. How is that even fair? Alright, and then of course you have the like EPG type shooting thing here. It uses up that little bar that you have to charge, you'll notice. Alright, let me hit some shots with it. What? Okay, yeah, so you can see I have to recharge it. Right there on the, you know, right above where the sword icon is, you can see it. Recharging. It makes you really slow though, so I probably wouldn't do that. Alright, and then the ult, you can actually ult with it, and it gives your team a buff, and it debuffs the enemies. It doesn't work on the dummies, which is really weird. I feel like they need to put some kind of, like, training dummies in here that are, like, the actual legends, so we can try, you know, some of these things that are only, you know, that only worked on the legends. But here is the sword. Yeah, just an interesting sword. I really like it. I think I like it better. No, I don't like it better than the Buster Sword was so cool because you had that movement with it. But this is a fine sword as well. I like the ranged attack. Oh, you can also block with it as well. I think it makes you take less damage, but it's not really that... Wait a second, what? That's weird, that's weird, I don't know. Wait a second, wait a second. What? Hold on a second. Why does the description say that? If I do that, does it like actually show... What the heck is a beast mode alter ego? Does it change the way that they look? No, it doesn't look like it does anything. Well, interesting enough. But yeah, so this is a really cool sword. I personally like it. Let me know what you guys think of the event. Let me know what you guys think of the patch notes, all the changes. Do you guys play the Skirmisher role? Do you guys main the Skirmisher role? Let me know if you do. If you main the Skirmisher role, let me know. And let me know what you guys think of the changes. Like, do you like them? Do you think they're not strong enough? Do you wish Octane got a little bit more change? I kind of wish Octane would have got changed more, but I get it. He's meant to be fun, not competitive. So, you know, buffs aren't really in order. But, you know, I think all the other legends got significant changes and buffs. I can't remember if Pathfinder got a buff. Honestly, I can't remember, but either way, I think he got some pretty decent ones. Or I think he's pretty decent now with the changes, is what I mean. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it off here. Jesus loves you all, remember that. And that's it. Have a good one.